What's up guys, Mala here. Welcome to my channel, and this is not your ordinary Dota 2 entertainment video. I will not be talking too much on the video as you can get a lot of other videos that stand out more than myself where people are playing better than I am, but I bring to you something that is different today. I want to talk to you about news, and I hope that through this we are able to get educated together while I'm reading the news from some different sources, namely BBC or CNN, and we both can get updated by the news and as well as get some enjoyment visually from Dota 2 gameplay. So today, what am I gonna play? This is gonna be about a video of me playing the Omniknight as a carry and going to bottom lane. And it's a replay though, because I couldn't read the news to you while playing at the same time. That will be virtually impossible. But perhaps in the sometime future I can do commentary about my gameplay. It's about like 2.5k MMR range, so don't expect too much of this. I'm still climbing my MMR. I'm trying to get to my first 3k. Okay, wish me luck, of course. And if you have a lot of comments or probably some good ideas of what kind of item and builds, do leave the comments below and I'll check it out and make sure that I adopt your suggestions of item builds into my gameplay. Thousands of people have rallied in the Italian capital Rome against a bill giving gay couples legal recognition and adoption rights. Protesters came across Italy to attend Family Day, which featured conga dancing Catholic priests. Parliament began considering the legislation earlier this week and is due to vote on it in February. Italy is the last major Western nation not to give legal recognition to same-sex couples. Many of those attending the rally at Rome's Circus Maximus, a former chariot racing venue, held up banners as "It is wrong even if it becomes law." These unions are very easy to form but also easy to collapse, said one protester. Instead, we think that the family has great value and this law can destroy it. A clause in the bill that allows gay people to adopt a biological children of their partner is proving particularly contested. The traditional family is based exclusively on a man and a woman. We do not want to deprive children of the right to have a father and a mother, another of those said. And the organizers said 2 million has attended, far more than the venue's capacity, and the journalists at the scene estimated the figure around 300,000. Prime Minister Matteo Renzi faces opposition within his coalition government in his bid to pass the bill, with his environment minister attending and his interior ministers tweeting support for the rally. Last week, rallies were held in major cities across Italy demanding legal recognition for same-sex couples. Guys, leave a comment below what you think about same-sex couples and whether or not they should be a law, or you agree with whether or not same-sex marriage is correct or not. So Italy has faced repeated complaints from European courts of human rights over its stance on gay marriages. A former mafia boss has been shot dead at his home in the Canadian city of Toronto. Rocco Zito, 87 years old, has been a senior member of the notorious Calabrian Mafia, or Ndrangheta, okay, based in southern Italy, according to Canadian media. He was one of the Toronto's most powerful mafia leaders. Zito's son-in-law, Domenico Scopelliti, has been charged with murder after turning himself into the police. Police said officers arrived at Zito's home on Friday to find a man with gunshot wounds. Attempts were made to resuscitate him, but he died of his injuries. Officers did not immediately release the victim's name. Mr. Scopelliti, 51 years old, was named as a suspect and he surrendered to the authorities on Sunday. He later appeared in the court where he was charged with first-degree murder. Zito was born in Fiumara, Calabria, Italy, in 1928 and moved to Canada in the mid of 1950s. He was reported to have ties with branches of Ndrangheta in New York, Montreal, and Italy. Italian police said the Ndrangheta operates the biggest cocaine smuggling network in Europe. For those out there who are thinking of investing or are more business oriented, do open your ears and listen to this one. In a surprise move, the Bank of Japan has introduced a negative interest rate. The benchmark rate of negative 0.1% means that a commercial bank will be charged by the central bank for some deposits. It is designed to encourage them to use their reserves to lend to businesses in an attempt to counter Japan's economic stagnation. The charge does not directly apply to the ordinary customer's account. Does not directly apply, okay? And the country is desperate to increase spending and investment. One of the side effects of this economy is falling prices, something that can send an economy into the downward spiral as customers hold off spending in the hope prices will fall yet lower. Japan has been desperate to boost consumer spending for years. At one point, it even issued shopping vouchers to stimulate the demand. The Eurozone has negative interest rates, but this is a first for the third largest economy. It is a move that has been on the cards for Japan's stagnating economy for well over 10 years. The decision to go negative came after a narrow 5-4 vote at the Japan's Bank first meeting of the year on Friday. The BOJ, the Bank of Japan, will cut interest rates further into negative territory if judged as necessary. The Bank of Japan said, adding that it will continue as long as needed to achieve an inflation target of 2%. Some analysts has cast doubt over how effective the rate cut will be. A US warship has sailed near a disputed island in the South China Sea to challenge efforts to limit freedom of access, the Pentagon said. The vessel passed close to Triton Island in the Paracel Island, as a statement said. China, one of the countries claiming the island, responded by accusing the US of violating its laws. China, as several other nations, have rival claims in the South China Sea, which is rich in resources. The US says it does not take sides on such territorial disputes but wants to safeguard access to the important shipping route. The mission aimed at countering excessive maritime claims of parties that claim the parasol island. This operation challenged attempts by three claimants, China, Taiwan, and Vietnam, to restrict navigation rights and freedoms around the island, said spokesman Captain Jeff Davis. According to the statement, the USS Curtis Wilbur destroyer sailed within 12 nautical miles of Triton Island. No Chinese vessels were in the area at that time. But the Chinese Foreign Ministry accused the US of violating Chinese law by entering Chinese territorial waters without prior permission. The US admitted it had not notified any of the claimants prior to the mission, but this was consistent with our normal process and international law. In a previous freedom of navigation operation, the US sailed a destroyer close the disputed Spratly Island last year, an incident that also sparked a protest from China. About $4 million. Sorry, it's about $4 billion, which is 2.8 billion pounds, okay, yes, according to BBC, may have been stolen from a fund owned by Malaysian state, prosecutor says. The 1MDB fund was set up in 2009 to pay for major new economic and social developments in Malaysia. Last year, Swiss authorities opened an investigation into 1MDB after it amassed more than $11 billion of debt. Switzerland's Attorney General said on Friday there were serious indications that funds have been misappropriated from Malaysian state companies. Some of the money, the office in Michael Lauber said, has been transferred to Swiss accounts held by Malaysian former public officials and current and former public officials from the UAE. To date, however, the Malaysian companies concerned have made no comments on the losses they are believed to have incurred, the Attorney General said. Mr. Lauber called on Malaysian authorities to give full judicial assistance to their Swiss counterparts. A Swiss investigation into 1MDB was opened last year, citing suspected corruption of public foreign officials, dishonest management of public interests, and money laundering. In a statement on Saturday, 1MDB says it remains committed to full cooperating with any lawful authority and investigation, but had not yet heard from any foreign legal authorities. Regulators in US and Hong Kong are also reported to be investigating 1MDB. The fund's advisory board is chaired by Prime Minister Najib Razak, who launched 1MDB soon after taking office in 2009. Last July, Malaysia's then Attorney General Abdul Ghani Patil linked a donation of $681 million made to Mr. Najib's account with companies and bodies which had ties to 1MDB. Mr. Patel was replaced, and after an investigation, his successor last week cleared Mr. Najib of corruption, saying that the money was a personal donation by the Saudi royal family to the Prime Minister's private bank account. I am satisfied that there is no evidence to show that the donation was a form of gratification given corruptly, said the Attorney General Muhammad Apandi Ali. Most of the money was later returned, he said. Malaysia's Anti-Corruption Commission said it would seek a review of the Attorney General's decision. Leave a comment below what do you think about the Malaysian money laundering or uh, the scandal, I would say. Myanmar's politicians have seen out of the final session of their parliament, and with it the end of decades of military-only rule with karaoke and dancing. The D-mob happy atmosphere filled the austere building as normally straight-laced politicians may enjoyed the last hours with singing and laughter. Most are not returning. From Monday they will be replaced by MPs elected in November historic polls. Aung San Suu Kyi thanked her opponents for opening the road for her party. I believe we can all cooperate for our country and people, whether it is outside or inside the parliament, the pro-democracy leader said in her address to parliament. Fun is not a word normally associated with the parliament in Nay Pyi Taw, which until now has been dominated by stern men from military backgrounds, reports the BBC Jonah Fisher. But the last few hours of Parliament's 5-year term felt like the last day of schools, he said. MPs took the stage to belt out farewell songs. Outgoing Parliament Speaker Sri Mang urged the audience to join him as he sang Dreams May Come True, the AFP news agency reports. From Monday, Ms. Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy will control Parliament, which starts tomorrow, although a quarter of the seat as well as the key government ministries remain in the hands of the military. One of the new parliament's first job will be to choose the president to replace Thein Sein, who steps down at the end of March. Ms. Suu Kyi, who spent 15 years under house arrest by the army, is constitutionally barred from standing because her sons are British, not Burmese. But there's speculation that a deal may have been done with the military to allow her to take the job, our correspondent notes. The number of pregnant women in Colombia infected with the Zika virus has doubled in a week, officials said. Almost 2,000 pregnant women now have the virus, Colombia's National Health Institute said. Out of the more than 20,000 people infected across Colombia, the mosquito-borne virus has been linked to babies being born with abnormally small brains. The World Health Organization has warned Zika is spreading explosively, predicting up to 4 million cases this year. Colombia says it expects the overall number of people to be infected to rise to more than 500,000 by the end of 2016. On Monday, the WHO meets to decide whether Zika should be treated as a global emergency. Brazil has the worst affected by the outbreak, followed by Colombia, but more than 20 other countries have seen cases. Jamaica and Peru reported the first confirmed cases over the weekend, with Peruvian President Ollanta Humala urging calm and stressing that the patient contracted the disease outside the country. Zika symptoms are mild, causing low fever, joint pain, headaches, and rash and conjunctivitis. But concern surrounds the surge in babies born with microcephaly or abnormally small heads. from mothers infected with Zika. A link has not been confirmed. Colombia has also said it has seen an increase in cases of Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare disorder that causes temporary paralysis that has also been linked to Zika. The outbreak has sparked health warnings and eradication campaigns, with Brazil deploying troops and Colombia launching a mass fumigation campaign to fight the mosquitoes. Colombia and other Latin American countries have advised women to delay getting pregnant for the moment. So, the Zika's transmission cycle comes when a person is infected with the Zika virus, possible transmission from the mother to the baby during the pregnancy. Aedes mosquitoes bites infected person, and infected mosquito bites another person and transmits the virus. So it's spread by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which also carries dengue fever and the yellow fever, first discovered in Africa in 1940s and now spreading in Latin America. Scientists say there is growing evidence of a link of microcephaly that leads to baby being born with a small head. Can lead to fever and rash, but most people show no symptoms, and there's no known cure yet. Only way to fight Zika is to clear stagnant water, where mosquitoes breed, and protect against mosquitoes' bite.
接受洗礼。
暗月，
烈焰下塔让人给干了。烈焰下塔让人给干了。救急，伤人。烈焰下塔已经化为尘土，我们大家都会如此。夜宴上塔要瘪犊子了。夜宴中塔让人消了。不用害怕异教徒。
燃烧殆尽，总好过黯然无息。
天辉下塔要完犊子了。法术将我用武之地。
小心！
大杀特杀！主宰比赛，天辉下塔要完犊子了。夜宴上塔要瘪犊子了，天辉下塔要完犊子了。我看到了，夜宴已经强化，夜宴中塔让人消了。天辉下塔，嗝屁朝凉见太阳。 为之折断。
掩护我们。
全能之神的护驾。多谢，炎炎中塔让人消了。法术将舞，用武之地，杀人如麻，胜利在望。大杀特杀，俩一队，了不人能打。
好好，太感谢你了。
夜眼下塔让人消了。炎炎中塔让人消了。夜眼中塔嗝屁朝梁剑夜眼中路兵营正受到攻击。全能之神的护驾。夜眼中路兵营已被摧毁。夜眼中路兵营正受到攻击。夜眼中路兵营已被摧毁。杀戮，这可不是好兆头。夜眼下塔无人能打。
燃烧是自然的规则。
天辉上塔挨削了。夜眼上塔要瘪犊子了。夜眼上塔刚刚去世，真是让人心碎。我听说他还有孩子。哈哈哈。法术将舞，用武杀戮，胜利在望。为了正义。夜眼上塔要瘪犊子，杀人如麻，胜利在望。主宰比赛。 生去世，真是让人眼上路兵营。我听说他还有孩子。无人能挡，胜利上路兵营已被摧毁。天眼上路兵营正受到攻击。夜眼上路兵营已被摧毁。别太傻，胜利在望。肉山已被天灰击杀，天眼中塔让人笑了。杀人狂魔，杀人狂魔，夜眼中塔俩朝梁，天灰下要完犊子了。天眼中塔让人笑了。
暗月，掩护我们。
夜眼下塔让人笑了，天灰下塔要完犊子了。夜眼下塔让人给干了。天眼中塔让人笑了。杀人狂魔，夜眼下路兵营正受到攻击。全能之神，
凭空相虚。
夜眼中塔，二力朝梁见太阳。夜眼下路兵营正受到攻击。
So that's it, guys, for the news broadcast, and I hope you learned something from this, the news that I read to you. And if you have any more questions about the video, do let me know. And before I let you guys go, I hope that you liked the video. I hope that you want to see more of this kind of videos. So if you would, hit the subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up. And make sure you let me know what kind of favorite heroes are yours in Dota 2. Okay? Leave in the comment section below. I will check it out. Ciao. See you.
受到攻击。今天天